At the University of Toledo Medical Center with Dr. Paul Rega once again talking about the kids going back to school. And you were telling me about this survey that's a little bit scary to myself here, having a young one itself, about kids and their sack lunches and what the doctors found. Tell us what they found.
Well, this was an interesting study that came out of a journal called Pediatrics. And what they were looking at was preschoolers who are the most susceptible to having foodborne diseases.
Which I did not know. Okay.
Right. They wanted to see basically when parents send their kids with their sack lunches, okay, to preschool, how safe are those lunches? Can those lunches be breeding grounds for bacteria? So what they did was they checked the temperatures, okay, of those sack lunches for about 700 meals over a course of 3 days. And they found out that the temperatures that they took on these meals, which involved vegetables and meats and dairy products, were not in the safe range. Okay? They were in the range between 40 and 140 degrees, which is the breeding ground for bacteria. Okay? So, theoretically, the kids eat this, okay? Yep. And if this has been out more than 2 hours and they eat this stuff, conceivably that they can wind up having some kind of foodborne illness, like basically vomiting and diarrhea and a little feverish and all that sort of business, which is not too terrible for the vast majority of the kids.
It's not good either.
But it's not for the vast majority of kids. Kids are resilient; they'll handle that. Right. It's the kids we have to talk about, the ones who are a little more, suppressed or have other chronic diseases. Okay, we have to be more cautious about that. So they would when the researchers found this out, they were surprised because a very small group of these lunches were safe. Okay, even when parents packed ice packs, 1 pack or 2 packs of ice around that, even that wasn't good enough.
Wow. Okay? And you know, unfortunately, when I pack my daughter's lunch, I don't think about the ice pack because I guess we just assume that the teachers do the right thing with them. Is it now incumbent on parents to ask what happens at that lunch when it leaves your child's hand and goes into theirs?
I think that it wouldn't be an unreasonable thing to ask. I mean, when we give you the packed lunch, or when my kid comes in with a packed lunch, what do you do with that? Right. Do we, does it stay out? Does it go into the refrigerator?
Does it stay in their book bag?
Right. But in the meantime, the parents can do their own protection. Okay. If they usually put their kid's lunch in a particular sack, periodically they should clean it out so that they get rid of any possibility that there may be bacteria growing in there. When they pack their kids' lunch, wash their hands first, okay? Keep themselves
I don't think about that.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm doing everything exactly the opposite of what you're saying here today, but it's good. It's a good lesson.
The Board of Health is going to come after you today.
I hope they don't. Okay. But I think it's something, if I expect something about food poisoning or anything like that, I expect it when I'm at a restaurant or I'm at a friend's house and they don't cook it right. I never think that I could possibly be giving that to my child, but I guess I need to take that extra step now. All parents.
Well, yes. I mean, the vast majority of people survive these kinds of these lapses, and I think that that's reasonable. I mean, you can't be afraid of everything in life. I understand that. But the ones who have children who are a little bit more vulnerable, okay, the ones that are on medications, the ones that are immunosuppressed or have other diseases, will take the extra time to protect them even more.
All right, good advice. I'm going to go home and check that all out tonight.
We're calling Children's Protective Services.
Okay, I think we'll be good. Dr. Rega, thanks very much, and that's your talk back.